Okay, so let's jump into sprint-based training. It could be rest-based training, sprint-based training, whatever you want to call it, but the goal in this workout is really to turn on your fat-burning hormones. So whether you focus on the sprint or you focus on the rest, they both have to happen in the same workout, okay? So when you are doing an activity that causes you to go breathless, what does that do? That sends signals to your hormones, because a breathless activity means that there is a burst of intensity. It throws your body into fight or flight. When you pair your exercise program with your physiology, your nervous system knows exactly what to do, because that's how it operates. Fight or flight, rest and digest. So if you're doing an activity that throws your body into this fight or flight moment, your body's like, ooh, are we being chased by a bear? Ooh, are we running from a bandit? Right? You're doing something that creates this intensity, this need to burn fuel. In the first few minutes, you're burning glycogen. After that, it is a free-for-all of burning fat cells. And that's all we want to do, right? We just want to turn on our fat-burning hormones. So you cannot hear this enough. You just can't hear it enough, because in a workout, your brain is all up in the chatter. It's all up there and there going, oh, this is hard, and oh, I'm so weak. But if you're hitting your goals of turning on your fat-burning hormones, does it matter? The answer is no. Because in the trying and in the consistency of doing your workouts, you still get stronger. You do. In the beginning, it doesn't feel like you're strong, but you do get stronger, I promise. So we got to stop the chatter, because the chatter is stress, and it doesn't make you feel good, and it makes you struggle, and then you're not going to want to do it, and you're going to quit. Ask me how I know. I've been doing this for so many years, and I've seen it over and over again, that we have to stop the drama in our heads. Be nice to yourself. We're not going to get anywhere if you're telling yourself you're weak and you're too far gone and you'll never figure this out, because that's actually not true. So I'm here to save you from yourself and tell you, you got this. Stay the course. Think this through. I want you to think this through, because when we picture intense exercise, we think CrossFit. We're not talking CrossFit. We're talking exercise at your level that it sends a signal. It's intense for you, so it sends a signal to your fight or flight hormones that say, whoa, something's happening. Adrenaline, noradrenaline, insulin, everybody comes out to play, because that's a fat-burning soup of hormones. And we're trying to get there. That's what we want. So we do this exercise that is intense for us. It can be with weights or without weights. Don't worry, we're going to walk you through that whole thing. We're going to lead you through the process of getting strong, getting fit, and turning on your fat-burning hormones. Just know that you want to get there to turn on your fat-burning hormones, and then you're going to rest. Rest and digest is the biggest piece of this whole physiological workout. Fight or flight is 9.34 seconds. It's short. And then your rest and recovery obviously is going to have to be longer. If you do anything that gets you breathless, that turns on the fat-burning hormones, there's a recovery necessary, right? When the sprinter crosses the finish line, that activity was no longer sustainable. They could not have run any further than when they leaned into the ribbon and crossed the finish line. So keep that image in your mind, because every time you cross the finish line, every time you are done with your race, your intense exercise, your body's like, whoa, that's intense. Are you going to cross into crazy? Because if you cross into crazy, we're storing fat. That's not safe. And your brain's like, I'm going intense, but don't worry, body. We got you covered. I'm going to rest. We're not going to crazy. Crazy is inducing a nauseousness response. When your body feels nauseous, you did too much. Your body is trying to give you a signal saying, I don't like it, and I'm going to make you stop because you didn't listen to me when I told you to stop. And so it gets nauseous, and so you're kind of like, ugh, I don't feel good, and you have to go sit by the sidelines. If you decide to push and then, puke and then go back to pushing some more. You're not listening to your body. Your body's like, oof, that doesn't feel good. Don't like it. So listen to your body. There's not a lot of us watching this video that love the idea of pushing till you puke. We don't like that. So then let's say push until you can't, rest until you can. It's a much better model. It turns on fat burning hormones. It keeps you safe. You never suffer by comparison. And it's always a feel-good workout that fits 30 minutes into your busy lifestyle. So you don't have to do it forever. Okay? So fight or flight, rest and digest. You're going back and forth between those two. So maybe you've also heard of HIIT training. Let's just kind of touch on that one. HIIT training is, I will tell you your work phase, 60 seconds, and I will also tell you your rest phase, which is only 30 seconds. If you're doing 60 seconds of exercise and you're expected to give all you've got to that 60 seconds, what are the chances you only need 30 seconds of rest? Beep. Really short. What are the chances you're going to feel safe? Because now 30 seconds of rest, now you got to go back into another 60 seconds of intensity. No, you're not going to feel safe. Is your body going to feel safe? No. You going to get nauseous? Probably. Or are you going to find a way to survive? Yes. And if you're surviving, guess where you are? You're in the aerobic zone. And in the aerobic zone, you're not just burning fat calories, you're burning muscle calories too. So the only way to get through this is to just turn on your fat burning hormones. Just do that. Turn them on. Let them work for you when you're not even thinking about it. You're washing your hair, you're going to work, taking care of the family, you're writing letters and writing your book. Whatever it is you're doing, let fat loss work for you. Fight or flight, rest and digest. Fight or flight, rest and digest. It can't be fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight. It can't be. So your body's going to know when it needs to rest. So listening when your body's like, okay, high intensity, can't breathe, need to rest, catch my breath. You got to listen to that. Your body's not kidding. And it's waiting for you to respond appropriately. It is not an appropriate response to go harder and don't quit. So this is your opportunity to really do something good for yourself, is to take care of you. To let your brain work with your body when you need to rest. I'm listening. I gotcha. It's kind of like being your own best friend. Don't worry. I'm not going to let you get hurt. I'm not going to let you get nauseous. I'm going to help you burn fat. That's your brain and your body working together. Your brain's like, oh, you need to rest? Got it. No, there's no shame in resting. Right? And your brain's like, woo, thank you. Okay, I will give you everything I got now. Because if you're rested, what are the chances you're going to give yourself permission to do an intense activity for 9.34 seconds again? High, right? And if you're doing activity at that level, what are the chances you're going to need to rest? High. But if you're rested, you'll go there again, super short, micro short, and then when you get there, you're going to rest again. And as you go through the workout, your rests become longer because your intensity is high, because your muscles are going to fatigue quickly, and as you get there over and over and over, yeah, your rests get longer. So that just means that if you're doing the workout correctly, to maximize your time, 30-minute workout, turn on the fat burning hormones in the workout and burn fat calories up to 16 hours after the workout. Well, yeah, I mean, you're getting there. You've done it. Mission accomplished, right? You've done all those things and you didn't get nauseous in the meantime, and you're not stressed about it, and you will get results. Okay? So I hope that paints a really good picture for what we're trying to give you a snapshot of. And that's the same thing that we were talking about with the sprinter and the marathoner. A marathoner's going to figure out how to pace themselves. It is called pacing, right? They're trying to last longer. That is not our goal in a fat loss workout. We don't want to pace. We're not trying to last longer. And I'm going to drill that one home over and over and over, because that's the one thing that's going to send you back into doing an aerobic exercise program. And then it's not going to be fun because you're not getting the results and you're not seeing body fat melt. And then we go all the way back to weight loss. Weight loss is dramatic, right? And fat loss is effective. So I'm going to say it one more time, and hopefully you'll take notes and write this all down. And that is that your goal is to rest. You're actually resting more than you're working in the workout, because your rest periods take more recovery, and then your sprint is super short, and then you're resting again. So plan on resting. Expect to have to rest. Even 13 years later, I'm still resting in the workout because my intensity goes there and then I recover. My intensity goes there and then I recover, and then my intensity goes there and then I recover. That's you. In the very, very beginning, your rests might be as long as they've ever been, or they ever will be, because your intensity is really going to set your body off on that fat burning pace quickly. Okay, so you're going to be burning fat calories very quickly, rapidly at the very beginning. You're really going to feel it. Fight or flight feels like a little bit of a shake underneath all of this, right? In your body, you got that little shake when you're done. It's like, woo, what is that? Oh, that's fight or flight working for me. That is the goal. That's what you want to feel, and you want to have to take your rest and rest longer. Rest as long as you need to. So let's try really hard to forget about go harder, do more. It doesn't work. It stresses us out, and it's not really maximizing our productivity because to get anything done in that mode, you're going at it for over an hour. But in sprint-based training, using rest as a tool, yeah, you're going to get it done in 30 minutes. You're going to turn on your fat-burning hormones, even if you can't do a push-up, even if you have a hard time with squats. You start as you are, and even one push-up, even if it's assisted on your knees, down and up, that might be all you can do. And if it is all you can do, you're going to have a super high heart rate associated with it. It's going to feel super duper intense, and it's going to turn on fight or flight for you. So that means it's really not about the quantity. You're not going for high reps. It's definitely not about the quality, because even in the beginning, when we haven't really figured out how to tap into all of our muscles to make more use of our body in one move, it's still going to feel intense, which turns on the fat burning hormones, which gets you to burn fat calories. That's all. That's your goal. So you're actually going to get it done in the very beginning, from day one when you start exercising. So just plan to be present in your mind, plan to remember your goals. If you find yourself like swirling around in your workout and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm like really tired, or I'm not getting anything done, I can only do one is still one. So don't get all crazy about how it's not 10. But you might want to have to write this down. You might write this down and tape it to your wall. Put it on your iPad. Put it someplace as a screensaver where you're going to see, I will have to rest more than I'm working. In the beginning, it feels really weird because you're like, oh no, I only have 30 minutes. I got to make the most of my time. I'm not trying to get you to do more. I'm trying to get you to work smarter. I'm trying to get you to turn on your fat-burning hormones. I'm trying to get you results. So you're going to have to stick with me in this. You're going to have to listen really close to your body and what I'm telling you, because they will match. I already know what your body's going to ask for. I just got to get this thing on you to listen to your body. Your brain's the first thing that's going to stop you. It won't be your hormones. Did you know that you were actually born to burn body fat? Yeah, remember when we were little babies and we all chubby and cute? And then the rolls disappeared? That's because your body's born to burn body fat. So, we're just going to go back to that youthful response. Fight or flight. You know, when you were a little kid, it was just the funniest thing in the world to run away from your mom or dad, and they would chase you. What are you doing when you do that? You're sprinting, even on little chubby legs. You are sprinting, and you're laughing and having a good time. So that's really the image I want you to pick up. You're going to be sprinting just like you did as a baby. sprinting, laughing, have fun, enjoy the process, burn body fat, just like you did when you were a little baby, and because that is an appropriate, youthful response to a healthy metabolism. Okay? That's our goal.